and I would like to call today's hearings to order. We have multiple cases on the docket. We have one, two, three, four, five cases on consent. I do want the record to reflect that I'm participating remotely. The location was indeed posted pursuant to the Brown Act. The location is in fact accessible to the public.
Mr. Ali, I see only 4. You sure there's 5 cases?
I'm sorry. Hold on one second.
Oh, great.
Yes. Yes, there are 5 cases.
Fine.
Oh. Got it.
Yeah, the judge just said 4.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. I'm sorry, 4. I have so many documents here. Okay, you're 100% correct. There are 4 cases on the docket. So as I was stating, my location was indeed published pursuant to the Brown Act. The location is accessible to any member of the public if they so desire, in addition to individuals who comply with ADA. Madam Clerk, just wanted to ask if in fact there are any individuals who are before the body and or online to provide any public comment or evidentiary testimony.
There, no one in person or online.
Thank you very kindly, ma'am. The first case we will bring up is 6139-8. I believe that there are 3 exhibits. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 exhibits. There's 4 exhibits. The first exhibit is the stipulation to place the matter on consent calendar. That's number 1. The second exhibit is the declaration by Zach Feingold.
If we're going in order, it'll be number 4 actually, because, or do we not start new? Because we had 1, 2, 3 from the previous.
Okay, Madam Clerk, what, I'm sorry, hold on. You're right. Okay, you're right. So the stipulation is number 4. The declaration from Feingold is number 5. There's the proposed findings and decisions, be number 6. And then there's communication between Balaka Palan, the clerk's office, etc. And that's HB number 2. All right. So are there any members of the body desirous of providing any comments relative to these matters before a motion is proffered?
I'll go ahead and make the comments. I think this case has been before us. So you first before ex parte emergency, then for an interim, and now it's coming for a regular variance because of a fire that occurred that caused the IC engine to run over the allotted 200 hours a year on runtime on the engine. So as previously, we had previously granted the interim variance, and and today they're coming in for a regular variance for starting today till the end of the year when the hours will reset. So they've laid out everything quite well in the finding and decision document, so that 1, they're in violation, they've exceeded 200 hours. 2, was beyond their control because of the fire. 3, they cannot curtail anything. They will limit the runtime of the engine to 1 hour for maintenance testing. But because this is for an emergency engine, they cannot afford to not run the engine. It'll create a safety risk to the public for telecommunication services, including 911. So during the period, they will limit the emission runtime to 1 hour a month for maintenance testing. That will limit the emission, and they will report excess emission. They don't have to pay because the previously we had waived the fee under because the governor declared emergency and under our AQMD Rule 303P, the board agreed to waive all fees pursuant to the governor's declaration of state of emergency. So I believe they meet all the 6 findings necessary to grant the regular variance starting today till the end of the year.
All right, any further comments relative to this matter? If there are none, I'd like to proffer a motion in the matter of Verizon Wireless Snow Valley Keller, case number 6139-8, and the facility ID number is 152161. I move that we grant an interim variance commencing.
Sorry, Mr. Ali, it is a regular variance. It's not.
Wait a minute.
We granted the interim before.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm misreading the documents. Let me see. Okay. I have my documents a little bit mixed up. All right. I move that we grant a regular variance commencing December 11th, 2024 through December 31st, 2024 from the rules as well as equipment, location, and conditions of the variance all set forth within exhibit number exhibit number 6. The fees have been waived pursuant to rule number 303 subset P in the governor's declaration state of emergency. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Ali, second by Verdugo Peralta. Any further question or discussion on the motion? Hearing none. Dr. Abraham.
Vote aye.
Ms. Verdugo Peralta.
Aye.
Mr. Balakapalan.
Aye.
And Mr. Pearman.
Aye.
Ali votes in the affirmative. The matter is approved unanimously. Down to the next case, 6139-9. 6139-9. I'm gonna mark the exhibits. All right, the stipulation is exhibit number 5. The declaration of Zach Feingold is exhibit number 6. Proposed findings and decisions, exhibit number 7. And then there's communication between Balakapalan and the clerk's office, et cetera, et al. HB2. Discussion, members of the board.
Just the same as before, really, just a different fire, but again, same thing with Verizon and beyond their control. And it's pretty much a companion case to the other one as well. And so I think we've got enough in the stipulated findings and decision to find that the conditions are ripe to grant the requested variance.
Mr. Chair, I would agree with Mr. Pearman's statements.
All right, any additional comments from members of the board relative to this matter? Okay. I'd like to lay a motion up on the floor. Okay, let me see.
Would you like me to do it, Mr. Ali?
Yeah, I can go ahead and I can tackle it. In the matter of name of the facility, Verizon Wireless, facility ID number 1238867, case number 6139-9. I move that we grant a regular variance commencing December 11th, 2024 through December 31st, 2024 from the various rules and subsections, as well as the petitioner's equipment and permit to construct and operate numbers, et cetera, address and conditions for which are encased in exhibit number 7. The fees have been waived pursuant to the applicable rules, which would be Rule 303, subset P, in the governor's declaration state of emergency. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved by Ali, second by Dr. Abraham. Any further question or discussion on that motion? Hearing none. Dr. Abraham,
Aye.
Ms. Verdugo Peralta,
Aye.
Mr. Balakapalan,
Aye.
Mr. Pearman,
Aye.
Ali votes in the affirmative, and the matter is hereby approved unanimously. All right. I'm going to drop down to the next case. Case number 6229-2. And Madam Clerk, why don't you go ahead and call out the exhibits for this one? I have the e-documents.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, go right ahead, Mr. Balakapalan. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think we, the last, for the interim, we ended at 3, petition exhibit 3. So the stipulation to place it in consent would be for the declaration. Let's see. I'm assuming there's a declaration. Hold up. Yeah, there is a declaration will be 5, and then the proposed finding and decision will be 6. And there's no hearing board exhibit.
Okay. All right, any discussion? If not, would like to make the motion, Mr. Balakapalan?
Sure. Yeah, I do believe we can make all the 6 findings. This is similar to the previous 2 cases where the engines ran over the allotted 200 hours, and so we're granting the variance today until the end of the year, and whereby it'll reset. So all the 6 findings as laid out in the proposed finding and decision document can I agree with and can be made. So in the matter of County of Riverside Sheriff's Public Safety Enterprise Communication, case number 6229-2, I move that we grant a regular variance commencing December 11, 2024, and continuing through December 31st, 2024, from Rule 203B and condition number 4, permit to operate G7611 for the equipment, the internal combustion engine. That was just the permit I just cited, and the conditions as laid for the exhibit number 6, or is it 7? 6, as it laid in 6. The excess emissions there during the operation, if they run it for an hour, I'll just quickly read that roughly. CO about 1.7 pounds, 79 pounds a day, NOx 2.52 pounds per day, no PM 10 listed, ROG 0.33 pounds per day, and SOx is not listed either. So we had previously waived any fees pursuant to Rule 303P and the governor's declaration of emergency. And with that, I conclude my motion.
The second.
A second.
All right, moved by Mr. Balakapalan, second by Ms. Verdugo Peralta. Dr. Abraham.
Chair,
Sorry.
Chair, the clerk has a comment.
Go right ahead, Madam Clerk.
Okay. With the exhibits,
There was no
there's
declaration.
no declaration. I
Oh.
think they were in the stipulation. It seems like they're referring to the previous
Okay.
declaration of.
Yeah, that's
Aaron
right. Didn't
Guzman.
have it, and I thought they would have. Okay. So we'll have to reword the. Did anybody have I don't think we have the declaration. That's what you're saying, right?
No, it would have been with the previous. So do we need to just enter that one from the previous?
No, I don't think we have it already. So we can, let me then read, it'll be, stipulation would be 4, And then the proposed conditions would be, proposed finding and decision would be number 5.
And what about this? Is there some kind of SCE outage?
Yeah, that was part of the they referenced it in the
Part of the stipulation?
stipulation, yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Right.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mention, it is located at 7159 Main Divide Truck Trail in Corona. Sorry, yeah, so it's just a change in the exhibit order.
Okay, and the record is clear, Madam Clerk?
Yes.
Okay, very well. There's a motion laid upon the table. The motion still stands as proffered by Mr. Balakapalan and seconded by Ms. Verdugo Peralta. Any further question or discussion on this motion? If there are none, Dr. Abraham,
Aye.
Ms. Verdugo Peralta,
Aye.
Mr. Balakapalan,
Aye.
Mr. Pearman,
Aye.
and Ali votes in the affirmative. The matter is approved unanimously. Next case number 6229-3. Madam Clerk and Mr. Balakapalan, would you like to call out the exhibits on that one?
Yeah, again, I'll do the same. And I was just looking at it. I think in the stipulation, they mentioned there is a what do you call declaration, but they didn't provide that, you know. So
Refer to the one.
the one previously, yeah, right. And so the exhibit number 4 would be the stipulation, basically to place this on consent calendar, and number 5 would be the proposed finding and decision document.
Madam Clerk, are we in good order?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you very kindly. Is there a motion laid upon the table?
Okay, I'll go ahead and do this. So again, I do believe you can, they've laid out the 6 findings, and we had previously agreed to it in the interim variance. So it's very similar findings to the interim variance. And the only difference is going to be that it's a regular variance, it's not an interim, and it's starting today till the end of the year. So in the matter of County of Riverside, Sheriff's Public Safety Enterprise Communication, case number 6229-3, I move that we grant a regular variance commencing December 11, 2024 and continuing through December 30th, 2024 from rules 203B, condition number 4, permit to operate G7612 for the internal combustion engine driving the emergency generator for the equipment located at 39241 Ortega Highway, Lake Elsinore. And the conditions are as laid in exhibit number 5. And there are, and the board has waived the fee previously pursuant to District Rule 303P due to the declared emergency by the governor. And there are excess emission, but the excess emissions are as laid in the finding and decision document. So I won't go and read that. And with that, I submit my motion.
Thank
I'll
you.
second.
Is there, Ms. Verdugo Peralta seconds the motion. It's been moved and seconded properly. Is there any further question or discussion on the motion? Hearing none. Dr. Abraham,
Aye.
Ms. Verdugo Peralta,
Aye.
Mr. Balakapalan,
Aye.
Mr. Pearman,
Aye.
and Ali votes in the affirmative. The matter is hereby approved unanimously. That concludes the cases that are on our docket today. And if there's no further question or comment from anyone, I'd like to adjourn this meeting at 9:52 a.m. and we're off the record.